That's a nice SAT word for you. Spell that. All right, so let's see how we could insert a trend line into this chart. So I'm clicking on my chart. I'm going to Chart Tools Design. And trend lines fall underneath Chart Elements. All right, so Design, Add Chart Element. It's over here on the left-hand side. Clicking on that, I'm going to go down to Trend Line. Now, gives me some different types of trend lines. Okay, see linear, exponential, linear forecast, moving average. Now the reason why it's not giving me any preview of these right now is because I have multiple series, and I'm going to need to tell it eventually which series I want to do a trend line for. What we'll do is I'll actually go down to more trend line options. Let's take a look at some of the other things we have here. And sure enough, when I go to more trend line options, it's going to ask me which series I want to do a trend line for. And I think I'd like to do a trend line. Let's just stick with Northeast since that's what's selected right now. Okay, so Northeast, we'll click OK. There's my trend line for the Northeast. Now over here, I can switch between some of these different ones, and you can see that we can get different curves. All right, we're going to stick with a linear trend line here, just get a straight line going. Down towards the bottom here, I can choose to forecast, and I'm going to forecast forward 2 periods. Periods in my x-axis here are displayed as quarters. So we're forecasting forward 2 quarters basically. Hit enter, and there we go. I can see that based on the data that we have, things are looking up, right? We're going to continue to progress upwards if the trend continues. Right while I'm here, I can come over and format my line as well. See this little bucket over here? I can click on that. I can change the color of this particular trend line if I want to. Put that in there. I could change the thickness. I could come in and begin to put arrows in place. All right, let's say I want to throw an arrow at the beginning, or maybe I want to put a circle there and throw an arrow at the end. You know, I can do that. We can see that happening there. I could also choose to come in and put a title or trend line name on my trend line. I can see the name is automatically here, Linear Northeast. I can change that to custom and call this Northeast Trend if I want to. That's fine. Down at the bottom, I can choose to display the trend equation on the chart. I can choose to display the R squared value on the chart there if I want to as well. All right. So all good stuff. I can hold my mouse on top of it and I can see the name of the trend line popping up there. All right. Maybe I want to insert another trend line for a different series. I could do that. All right. I'm going to go back to Add Chart Element, Trend Line. Do another linear trend line. I'll do one for the Southwest. All right, very good. We get that trend line in there. If I need to, I can go ahead and format my trend line by right-clicking, Format Trend Line, just like we would format any other area of our chart. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same forecast here for this trend line. And there we go. So I've got multiple trend lines in place here. I'm able to control these through my chart elements as well. I can get into some additional trend line settings. I can get into